Cause I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Well, this very day, I was going to go to the warehouse yesterday, as I mentioned, and yet got a bit wonky. Don't know how that happened. Right. Well, at least I didn't wake up in jail this time, so that's good. Maybe there is an ability to learn. Alright, what do we do today? Got to pay my, this is the healthcare something or other, whatever you call that. And this is the crazy tax. Hang on, let me just move over here. Got to pay 48 bucks, 4,800, am I shaking? 4,800 yen a month. At one stage it was a lot more, but the less you earn, because, you know, shit's fucked now with the... God, can I walk 2 steps without swearing? Exie used to call me a bird head. Take 3 steps and then forget. She ain't wrong. But yeah, you got to pay this health insurance here. If you don't, or maybe you have your own private insurance or something, I don't know. But no, I think to have a visa, you got to pay health insurance here or some bloody thing. And shit, I don't even go to hospitals. I'm afraid of the bloody things. I went to the dentist. They're pretty good, and they told me I have to go to the hospital because some two teeth need to be ripped out, and they're close to the nerve or some bullshit. And I'm like, just rip the bloody thing out with you. And so I've seen 2 people go into the hospital and they didn't return. What a gorgeous day, is it not? Yes. And they never came out, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm afraid of the bloody hospitals, unless like my beauty was there or something like that. I think I'd go. But anyways, I bought this tool because I saw on the net there, on YouTube, this bloke bought this wire twisting tool, and it took about 6 weeks to get here from China, so sooner or later I'm going to have to man up and do that. Hopefully I'll be pretty wonky by the time. Yeah, get some wonky juice into me, and then I reckon I could give that a whirl. It might not pan out too good. I might wake up the next day and like, shit, I ripped out the wrong fucking teeth or something. You just missed out on a stalk that was over there. I clicked on just... oh, what else we got here? Now, I've got to pay 2,000 yen for... that's the first day, the second month of the 3rd year of whatever they call it now. It's not Heisei, there's a change of emperor, so... Shit, I keep forgetting what that's called. I don't really like that style of Porsche. Yeah, but anyways, I call this the crazy tax. I mean, because who remembers this shit? Every 3 months you got to pay. Used to be 10 bucks, I think. It's like a residency, some bull dust. Maybe that's something to do with because they like come around, pick up your garbage or whatever. Fucked if I know. But I forgot that one time I was at this Shiaksho or Kyaksho or whatever it is. It's the ward office. And I'm trying to sort out all my paperwork for the visa. God, that's a stressful time. That's in August, coming up. Anyways, and this bird says to me, "Oh, you haven't paid your tax." And I'm like, fucking, in my head, I didn't yell at her, and I just, in my head, I'm like, fucking bullshit, you know. And after a while, we sort of hashed out through sort of rough translation of, oh, right, that fucking crazy tax. And they all laughed and called crazy taxes. Who remembers this shit? Every 3 months you got to pay 10 bucks, you know, and now it's 20 bucks. Just mental. But anyways, I've been paying health insurance for frickin' ages, and I've hardly ever used the thing. You can use it at the dentist, so it makes shit cheap. Well, you think it's cheap, but it ain't fucking cheap, because I've been paying thousands. One stage, I was earning some alright money, but I told them I was earning a lot more than what I actually was, because I was worried about the visa thing. The mate told me, you know, if you're earning a fair bit, they're more lenient to you. And but then I had to pay 200 bucks a month. It's fucking health insurance. But then, you know, when I got this visa, I showed them what I was actually earning the next time round, and hang on, let me just get some energy drinks going here. Right. Nothing like the park. And it's cool. Hello. Kakui, huh? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so I had to pay this tax thing, and that was that's all it was. I owed, like, I think it was $10 in tax. The crazy tax, and that was what was in the way of me getting a visa, you know. Oh, pardon, it is winter, and nose gets filled up with this bloody cold shit, but it's actually really nice and warm. Yeah, I've got this funny looking thing on my head. This, what do you call it, a neck warmer. I figured I'll just chuck that on my head, and in fact it's too hot. I'll stuff that in the back pocket there. Make me look like a Bloods and a Crips, or Crips and Bloods, or whatever colours. I don't know. Will they wear pink or something? I don't know. Anyway, you can't say that. Fucking CNN racist. Yeah, there's some good news. Oh, actually, I brought shit, I'm rattling along like fucking Ben Shapiro. You need to. Yes, there's some good news. CNN, the most trusted in news. We're so trusted that we have to tell you that we're the most trusted. Reliable sources. It's great to hear. I was just listening to the liberal hive mind. God, those dudes are funny. And Z Education, check him out too. God, that's funny stuff. Like, they chuck on memes and things, and they talk about and whatever. And so they were looking at the statistics after the inauguration of the bloke that the legitimate press. They chucked him in there. Hey, don't blame me, mate. You know, I'd follow the man if I felt he's a good bloke. You know, I would follow him, but I just hearing so much stuff. And seeing some visuals that I'm like, dude, I wouldn't have that bloke near my door. No fucking way. Oh, geez, the difference between the warm and cold as soon as that cloud cover. Jesus Christ. Blasphemy. Oh, Jesus, I've offended the fucking Christians. You can't go anywhere without offending someone. You need to harden up. Okay, now, they were having a look at the statistics. Beat you this time. Isn't that groovy? They've got these arrows to tell you. They're just bamboo, by the way. They might look formidable, but and they've got these arrows to tell you when the trains come, and you know, real cool. But it takes such a long time. It's all the way down there at the station, which I'm going to. There's the beach over there. Yeah, the statistics were showing that from the period of just prior to the inauguration, it was like 4.64 million, right? 4.5 million, say, viewers. Now that immediately after the inauguration, they went to 2.6 million. So they dropped 2 million viewers just like that. They're tanking, and I'm very, very pleased about it. Yes, those dishonourable bastards have been omitting so much information, and for 4 years their cash cow that they've been screaming about, he's not there, so they can't scream about him all day long. How's this poor bloke? I've seen him a bunch of times. I asked him one time because he just sort of stopped, and I thought, fuck, is this bloke okay? And you know, I don't know what you palsy or whatever you call it, but he's you know, poor kid, he you know, that fucking bastard that lives out in the heavens didn't give him a chance, did they? You know, just ain't fair, mate. Just ain't fair. Oh well, I guess you could say, relatively speaking, I got my health, but I'm still fucked, you know. Anyways, they've lost 2 million, right? Because they haven't got their cash cow to yell at, right? And so I think, that's just diamonds in the rough. I mean, I'm real pleased about that, because, you know, there's got to be some solemn justification for, I don't know what that means, scrub that. You know, the Biden blokes in there not happy about it, but that's just gold to me. That we're the up and coming real journos are getting big, and the big tech and all them, all big bloody news corporations, they're all worried, you know. Top blokes like Mark Dice there, and Nick DiPolo, and Liz Wheeler, she's not a bloke, you know, I could reel off loads of them, and they're really getting some serious viewership, because people trust them, and rightly so. Yep, because if you watch the lamestream media, it's my local dinky post office. If the girls are in there, it doesn't look too open. What's going on here? Oh yeah, there's the lady over there that she speaks English. She's real good. Kind of got a bit ticked off with her the other day when they were creating this problem. I was just, nah, you're not creating problems. Nah, let's go down Ambush Alley. Nah, when it's to do with my beauty and you know, there is no fucking problem. Kind of lost my shit there. And I apologise. In fact, she ran outside to talk to me, and I just hopped on one knee, you know, the whole knight in shining armour type of shit. Hey, it's my culture. She's all good with it. Then I dropped off some stuff on Tuesday, was it? And it's Thursday. And yeah, they're all having a bit of a laugh. Like, not at my expense, but sort of more like, I apologise. So I sit there again, no, don't worry about it, we understand. Because they know I haven't seen my beauty in 5 fucking years, you know. Anyways. Fuck. Oh, man. No. Do as I do. Do as I say, or whatever. Yeah, I brought along an extra battery, and I don't know, I'm just in a good mood. Yeah, extra battery and extra memory card thing. So I'll just dick around talking on this. I'm starting to, much to the contrary of what I say, I'm so bipolar, I guess. Everyone's bipolar, everybody's gay and trans, everybody's this, everyone. No. Now, I'm starting to enjoy, in fact, this movie maker software, which is just the standard one, yeah. It's not some fancy pants thing that some other people have. I wouldn't want to navigate one of them, not until I'm comfortable with this thing. But you know, like, you got all these symbols and all this bullshit, and you got to learn all this, and every time you click on something, my thing just disappears, and you go, where did it go, you know? But I've been able to navigate it, and strangely, because I fucking hate technology, and just stresses the shit out of me, and makes me just shake every time I go to press a button. If I just hold on to these 2 wires, and I could just end it right. And then, yeah, I'm sort of enjoying splicing. Okay, splicing's a bit too much for me, but putting like one film with another. And I can even figure out how to get it in the right order now. Oh, god damn it. But that's groovy. And right, here's my local train station. Oh shit, forgot something. Totally forgot. I have to pay those medical, whatever you call it, health insurance thing, and the crazy tax, which would require this stuff called money. any of you out there interested in like being in Japan or traveling Japan or whatever, yeah, you know, send me comments. I love the comments, even if they're hate speech or whatever. You know, well-constructed hate, well-constructed death threats. I'm loving it. Communicating with my eBayers and stuff, it's great. So yeah, if you got questions about this, that and the other, you know, you got questions, just, there's a lot of shit that I'm sure, fuck, soccer, not my fucking sport, there's a lot of shit I can help you out with. There's the Fukuoka Ginko. This means Fukuoka Bank, and that's who I bank with. I don't know why I bank with them. It's like, I think it's sort of the same colour as the ANZ Bank, Australia New Zealand Bank. So I'm just like, oh yeah, that one I do. And no, they'll be real good. And sometimes you got birds there that speak the master language, Zig English, and they can help you out with stuff. That's good. But I've pretty much been here long enough to sort of navigate which button to press. But sometimes they change it. They might have new machines or some shit, and then all the buttons are all bloody different. And because kanji is just, I don't know, man. It's you know, National Dyslexic Association. You know, like the DNA. Right. Here we go. Fukuoka Bank. Also bank with this internet banking thing too. Right, I'll click off, and I might leave that here. Actually, I shouldn't walk in the bank up here. I usually do, but right, I'll click off and then click back on. Remind me to talk about travelling here. Right then, yeah, the banking thing's done. We've got $100. I think it's going to cost about $70 for this bull dust to pay. Now what you do is you pay them at convenience. Just grab my energy drink. Yeah. That lower back injury was just saying, hey, remember me? Bastard. My ribs are not so bad, I guess. Like it keeps breaking and shit. It's done it loads of times, but it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe you're just in pain for so long, for years it went on, and then the pain sort of is dulled, or your brain endorphin-y things or whatever can sort of handle a lot better or something. I don't know. Now what we do, I have no idea what that store is. It might be a food co-op type of thing or something. I don't know. Yeah, I really tried to study kanji, didn't I? Now, you go to a convenience store, right? 7-Eleven, Ikibu, and then you pay your a lot of your bills, for the most part. My gas bill, I do it through the bank, and you pay your bills at these thingies, and they do the bing thing and the charge you and whatever. Right, I'll click off and I'll be back in a sec. Right, now for reasons I cannot fathom, see, sometimes if you buy, say, I don't know, cigarettes or booze, that sort of thing, you're expected to be of a certain age, and so you press this OK thing on this computery thing, you know, just bullshit like that. But also when you pay your bills, you got to do that. Now, I've never bothered to ask, you know, because it'd be some convoluted nonsense anyways, and so I haven't asked. Right, now let's see if we can navigate this. What we do is we'll do that. Just going into town, and we're going out of town. So goes there. Now what we do, we look up on this screen thing here, as in the Chicken Library we're going to. Get one of these. That's 1,000 yen. I just got $10 by just putting 2 zeros and putting a decimal point there, and that way I understand it. Did that for years. I'm well dressed for the occasion. You can see a hole in the decks, hole there. But hey, I'm still a hottie. Yeah. Oh, hey, oh, arigato. Hey, 今何時? ご希望のボタンに触れてください。10分のshit. JR はshit. どっちの大きなスクリーン、今230円でも別スクリーン。あ、ごめん、漢字全然わからない。I don't know. Okay, put that in there. ありがとうございます。お取り忘れにご注意ください。これ YouTube チャンネル、ともどっちがわからない日本語、僕はわからない。じゃあ、ありがとう。Energy drink. Okay. Right, now you whack this thing in here. Doesn't matter about the arrow or whatever. And then you take it out here. See, please take your ticket. And then, now over here, say you've got a bunch of backpacks or some shit like that. You actually got, I'll show you this. I generally do the stairs, you know, being a stair walker. Now, and this says you can take a stroller, you can take your musical instruments, but you've got to put a bicycle in a fold up bicycle. Now, I don't know if anyone really wants to enjoy this shit. I'm at a train station. Big fucking deal. No, I've got to show you stuff like this. Now you go like this and you walk in to an elevator, right? As you do. Oh, hang on, you've got to press this close button. See, there's shimeru. Akeru means open. Shimeru means close. There you go. Now, as we do in the Western world, you know, we turn around and don't talk to anyone, try not to fart, you know. And everyone sort of just goes quiet and wondering who's the crazy one in the elevator. Who is the crazy one in the elevator? But what you do here is you actually turn around. Right, that's what I'm saying. You actually turn around and you go out the other way. And when you're a bit wonky on having a bit of a whiskey throttle, that can get pretty interesting. My mate calls it my histrionics. I like the sound of that. Tech screws. Let's see. Wonder why they're doing this. Making the staircase even smaller, so it might be expanding. Mall rats. Why are they doing this? Mall rats. Now that was a funny movie. Right. Now. She's getting a bit rusty. Mall rats. Now, what we're going to do, I don't know what the bloody time is for Nishikaratsu. That's that going that way, and the countryside. And this one's going into town. Tenjin, the famous Hakata, and also the airport, or Kuko. I think that means Kuko. Yes. Right then, now what did it say? 12:10, bam, that's it there. Weekdays, yes, it is. What it is, it's a Thursday. Alright, so they run about every 14-15 minutes, I think. Something like that. Yeah, they run about, roughly, some of them are like 10 minutes, so you'd never really have long to wait. It's just really bloody great. And even this far out, I mean, far out, dude. Can, bin. I don't know why they call it bin, but that means bottle. Yeah, so you put a bottle in there and a can in there. But bin, yeah, bin means bottle, not as in bin. But I think that also means like your pet bottles. What do they call it? Pet? I don't know. Oh god, imagine having to navigate that bastard. Anyways, yeah, if you're interested in travelling around Japan, I mean, if you're, say, a young bloke, even birds can do it. Don't stay, birds. Some bird got stuck into me one night at this bar, because there's this Australian girl there and her Australian boyfriend. We were having a right good laugh, just having a riot, going around drinking beers. And I said, oh, we were in this bar. And I said, oh, bird, you want another beer? I'll grab you one. And she goes, yeah. And this fucking bird from Ireland. I thought they were they're really pretty. I thought she was, actually my family's from, a lot of them from Ireland and Scotland and England and Latin. I think they're pretty woke. But these days, get woke, go broke. CNN, most trusted in news. And, this bird got stuck into me about, you shouldn't call it a bird, and I'm thinking, this fucking thing. I could just school it, all the shit that everybody's LGB and diversity and fucking this, that, and the other. Why don't you lose all that shit? Imagine if you could just reprogram its brain, right? And then give it a real education. That's what some of these dickheads are saying, that someone like me needs to be reprogrammed. Yeah, right. Hey? Get woke, go broke. I'm already broke, so imagine if I got woke. If I can start throwing glitter around on the road and in front of friends that are twerking, and to bring like an awareness to climate change. Well, why don't you fucking do something about it instead of just doing that? And all the glitter just blows away in the wind, and then ends up in a river system, and these bloody fish attracted to this flashy stuff, and then they ends up down their gullets. And yeah, great education you had there. Right, let's get back to it. So if you're interested in travelling around Japan, I would suggest, especially in the warmer months, once winter breaks, and I tell you, winter breaks, and then it doesn't, then it does, and then it doesn't, and it just tricks you all the time until finally it breaks. If you came in the spring, mate, I would suggest hitchhiking. No shit. You see, hitchhiking is not really a thing in this country, but I have never failed to get a ride. Even at one time, it was 11 o'clock at night or something, I was out that way. Yeah, out that way. And this bloke and his woman picked me up. They were going the opposite direction. They turned around, come and pick me up. We're having a right good laugh. And he drove me all the way back to where I reside, over there. I said, no, it's alright, because I'm going that way. He said, no worries. And, great, and they could speak a bit of English, and it's just fantastic. One night, I was just drunk, and I just tapped on some bloke's window, so, you're going that way? Yeah, you're going, hop in. Okay, I shouldn't do that. But, that was sort of in the entertainment district, so if you're in the entertainment district, you can pretty much figure that people are there to be entertained, sort of thing, cool people. Anyways, I've never failed to get a lift. In fact, some people have even, I mentioned in a recent video where this elderly couple pull over, and I'm out in the freaking countryside, I'm dragging along my trolley, right? And they pull over, I chuck the trolley in the back, and this elderly couple, can you believe it? Who would do that in our Western country, in our Western idiot people countries? And so I would definitely suggest, like, not a huge backpack or something, but sort of something that's reasonable and easy to carry, and just carry light. Make sure you've got plenty of dough with you, and you go to and just hitch, come what may. Be dumped out in the middle of bloody nowhere, but when you're in the middle of nowhere, you find some of the coolest shit. I do. Check my videos, man. And I'd love to do more of that, to be honest, travelling around and just sort of showing more, because now that my skills in the language is sort of good enough to, I can get by, you know what I mean? I could travel this whole country, I reckon. I don't shake to death. More medicine. And I would do that, and I would suggest you go to, instead of like eating at convenience stores all the time, you always pay a premium, right? There's loads of 24-hour supermarkets, right? So you can, that's where you get your best deals, and they have like bentos and things. Bento meaning a already prepared meal and stuff like that, and you know, so you can get by, quite cheaply, and just enjoy. You know, in fact, there was a couple where I'm going, the station I'm going to get off at. There was a couple from, shit, were they Germans or something? And this nice looking bird and this bird was trying to communicate with this bloke, with the phone, you know, some fancy phone showing the maps of where they wanted to go, and if he knew which direction or how to get there using the bus. And as I was walking by, this bird sort of indicated to me, "Oh, excuse me," she says, and I said, "Yeah, blah blah," and so they wanted to go to this particular beach. And I'm like, righto, and I was trying to communicate that with the bloke, and you know, and then I said to the bird, "Oh, he tells me he's gonna take the both of you there," and it's like 20 k's away or something, right? And how cool was that? And they're like, "Wow, are you kidding?" And so they hopped in and off they went, and you know, I was really honoured to be able to help them, because there's no way in hell they were going to figure out how the bus system there. I don't know the bus system. I've ridden one of them, and I'm like, shit, how do you do it? I just pulled one over one night. I was like, dude, get me out of here. Shitty weather, I think it was. In the train. And yeah, I was really sort of, when I walked away, quite pleased with myself to have been able to be just in a part of that, you know, because I'm always helping people. Yeah, well, apart from the times I end up in jail and shit, but yeah, you know, I'm always there and prepared to just help people, you know, if need be. Doesn't matter who you are. So I don't know, my duty. All right. Yeah. Now let's see. Energy drinks. Now you shouldn't do this really. Just walk around drinking beers and stuff. But I still get a bit of a pass, being able to speak a bit of it, you know, just sort of, so I can sort of make jokes and shit. That usually gets by and handles it. Right, look how studious these dudes are when they do this. Studious? What does that mean? Anyway, I'll click off. Oh, cool ass. They all got off at the main station. Yeah, which was the next station after one. The Kyudai Gakentoshi, which means Kyudai means university, and the main Kyudai Gakentoshi up there. So you find there's English everywhere. Or should I say Romanji? Mino Hama Shimo Yamato Yamajuku Fujisaki Muromi Nishiji. That's into town. We're going that way. Down here, the chick is in my room. Sometimes it stops there, and sometimes it goes all the way to Nishikaratsu. Karatsu, there's a castle down there. Oh, there you go, there's a Karatsu. Oh, we've gone too far. Yeah, Karatsu Castle. You'll see that in one of my videos. I begin the video at the top of the castle there, and it's really good. I did that years ago, and they've got like a museum type thing inside the castle itself. There's swords and all kinds of cool stuff, armor and spears and what have you, pottery, you know. Yeah, check it out, Karatsu Castle. Karatsu. Right, what's going on there? Which one would you want? That one? She looks like a real fighter. She punched you with the fingers first and not the knuckles. I wouldn't go for that one. Maybe God. Wow. Anyway, Karatsu. Karatsu. Check that out on Google that. I'll wait for you to come back. not.
主戦時です。入り口は右側です。開くドアと足元にご注意ください。主戦時。
Susenji. That's where we are right now. In fact, Susenji has a 24-hour supermarket, which is really good, and it's got my favorite Sukiya restaurant. I'll get gyudon tanju. Yeah, check it out on the net.
閉まるドアにご注意ください。
Karatsu Castle. It's just beautiful. Right up the top there, and you see these mountain hawks, and sometimes sea hawks show up. Bloody great. The train drivers here have this sort of system that they have to comply with, and they'll point and do that, and then they'll point to that, and they'll point to that, and then they can go, and it's all this total system, and that's the way they do it in order for everything. Hatae ne Sugiwa means next. Sugiwa hatae desu. So next is hatae. So that's that thing there. Hatae. H-A-T-A-E. Maybe I should do like basic Nihongo lessons or something, so people can get. It's the intonation that is I don't know, it's kind of respected in a way. They sort of no, not respected. Forget that. They're kind of like sometimes when you try to say something in the beginnings, and they don't get what you're trying to say due to intonation. So if you work on that, a-i-u-e-o, that's all you need. A-i-u-e-o, and we have A-E-I-O-U, yeah, and they have jumbled it around, and you know, dyslexia, A-E-U-E-O, and that's super helpful, yeah, super helpful for you to try to translate what you're trying to get at. Look at all the mountains in the background there, fantastic. God, give you the bloody sniffles. Weather. Yeah, so if you can work on that, I can help you with some basics there. So if you've got questions and things, hey, you know, I want to answer them. I like this. I really like this format of YouTube, and I don't know, maybe I'm addicted to YouTube or something, but it's just a wealth of information. It's just so. It upsets me so that there are many people that have been shadow banned and demonetized and suspended and just kicked off, and then some people, they're going to other platforms now like BitChute and D-Line, which is most unfortunate because I think I'm a great believer in free speech. I mean, there's some things are not acceptable to me, but you know, I'm a great believer in free speech, and many people have just sort of been attacked, and everyone knows it's, you know, predominantly conservative, those that uphold conservative values and ideologies or whatever, politically, in, you know, off case politically, which is awfully unfair and just wrong. You know, it's just wrong, because if you have wrong think, and everyone thinks in a certain way, where's that going to go? You need the balance of the universe, right? You simply need the balance of the universe. That's why there's so many bad people, because, you know, a few of us are good, and good's a whole lot better than bad, so that you've got even more bad people to balance it. So yeah, it greatly upsets me, that part about it. God, those mountains are falling. Yep. All the way up there. Sefriyama. Bloody great up there. Well, you know, that side of YouTube, the dark side, welcome to the dark side, that's bad, and I just can't agree with that. But like currently, what can we do about that? You know, I'm not saying, hey, go out there and be an extremist or, you know, all this, but you know, all's fair, you know. be fair. But that side of it I certainly don't agree with. But essentially, YouTube's been a wonderful platform for me. Been great for when I present products and things, that people can get a real good idea of what they're looking at and what they're buying. And I've been quite pleased about it. I will have this carriage to myself momentarily. There we go. We have a carriage.
閉まるドアにご注意ください。
Let's check this bed out again. By God, look at that bird. She looks a bit like, oh shit, bang on this bloody thing. She looks a bit like my ex-wife, to be honest. Yeah. Memories so strong. I'm rambling right now, and I can't wait to get back out there. I'm going to go to the supermarket. Yeah, I'll click off because I'll run out of battery anyway. Well, I figured while I was in here, it's probably best if I put my evil stick away while I'm using that. Probably wouldn't comply with YouTube guidelines. The old Japanese drop toilets. Now, I did make an error once. I don't know, I must have been drunk off Mars, I don't know. Now you gotta go this way. Whatever you do, don't go this way. Got shit all over myself one time. Fucking running in there, goddamn, just fucking went to dump one. You don't want to hear this story. God damn. Thank the gods I was able to deal with that. Yeah. But this is sort of a supermarket's facilities. That supermarket. There's a random elevator over there. Now, I was going to say something. Right, but the actual train station itself, for instance, would have like a Western style toilet. So generally, there's Western style toilets all over the place, but not everywhere. This reminds me here, you don't see a lot of this wheelchair stuff. See, there's one of those big toilety things, right, for dudes, you know. So, but there's not a lot of facilities. Oh, they've even got a thing to wash themselves. Isn't that cool? There's not a lot of facilities for those that are disabled in this country, and you've got a lot of staircases and stuff like that. You know, sorry and all, but that's, you know, that's the truth. This is where that couple from Germany or whatever, they managed to meet that bloke, and it was good enough to take him to all the way to the beach. Now, oh, it can't have been 20k, maybe 10k or something. That particular beach. Right, here's a supermarket. Don't know if it's open. Right, that's good. Now I know that judging from here to the warehouse, it's the distance is one beer there, one beer back. They're 500 mils. That's 500 ml cans. They don't have the 1 litre cans anymore. They're very rare to see, and they've got these 2 litre jug ones. Don't know if they're, oh fuck it, let's just go in there. Oh, it does have cameras. Move something. They have cameras and whatever. So you can maybe. I'll be back. Righto, I found the energy drink section. Now you find any supermarket, and even 24-hour supermarkets, right? They've just got boozers everywhere. This is called Bin. Right. Here and there, I see Super Joy. That's have a look at this. The Tokyo 2020 official beer Olympics and Paralympic Games. Isn't that rad? That's going to be like a collector's item at some stage. These don't go near this stuff, whatever you do. I guess you could probably have a highball or something like that, but don't go near any of this shit. A bloke I know died, a bloke I used to know died on this stuff. 9%, this is fucking Suntory. I don't drink Suntory products because personally I think it's just chemicals. Don't go near that shit. No shit, a bloke I know died. This stuff is not real beer. That's real. Oh, they're all real. That's not real beer. That's sort of like Happocho or whatever they call it. Sort of like half beer kind of shit. So the real cheap shit is Happocho. It's not real beer. I think that's not real beer either, as far as I can understand. But this is a real beer, so we'll get these. But yeah, just any of your supermarkets have got dry. When it's warm, I drink that. When it's cold, I drink this for some strange reason. All your snacks. Most snacks are sort of based on rice cake kind of shit, like this sort of stuff. You know, these are like rice cakey type of things. I don't go in for that sort of stuff. But actually, I just ran into a woman there. I sort of stepped back so they could hop in to walk in, and this lady said in English. I could hear her English as she was walking up. She's got a daughter, a schoolgirl, and she's talking. She said, and she opened the door for me, and I walked in. Oh, thanks. And she said, I think I know you. And she's trying to figure out where she knows me from. I swear I know her from somewhere too. They're both wearing masks, so I couldn't get a real good indication of what she looks like. But some formats of, it's pretty expensive, really, isn't it? So I still can't. Oh, I like this stuff. And I couldn't quite get an indication. This stuff's just yummo. Now, I'm not really a noodle guy, but that's yummo stuff. Yes, this doesn't really have a real. This sushi right there doesn't really give you a real good indication of. I'd have to show you a different shop that I go to. It's got sort of more bento orientated kind of stuff, and this doesn't really. Yeah, it's not really. That's what I'm talking about. A little soy saucy thing there, and chicken there, a little piece of this, little piece of that. But it's not exactly a curry and rice thing. It's not really a good indication of what a bento really represents. Then you've got your Russian roulette triangle things. You never know with those. Yes. Right. Oh shit, I've even forgotten the word. But why do I forget stuff all the time? What can that be? What are they called again? God damn it. Okay. Right, I'm gonna go and get these energy drinks out. Okie cookie. Right. We've got some energy drinks. There's the distance is one beer there, or just under, so it works out perfectly. Depending on how thirsty I am, and one beer back. Now, strangely, on Tuesday, I was walking, it's Thursday now, I was walking along here, and I happened to notice there was a sign just here. I don't know if it's going to be, yeah, there it is. Now, the entrance to Sasayama Park. I've never been up there, so I reckon today's the day. What see these holes are. Well, on the way back, it was a really windy day, and I tell you, there's a windy season too, you know, summer and winter and all that shit. And on the way back, there's this old bloke, and he had that in his hand. We were talking about it. He told me that it ended up there on the footpath, and I said to him, I think I saw it attached to this thing when I was walking there. Walking past earlier that day, and I pulled out some string out of my back pocket and went to hand it to him, and so we could just tie it up. But see, my indoor washing line. So if you hang stuff outside in winter time, it just takes days to dry, and it just smells. So having a kerosene heater, shit, I'm tired already, huh? Yeah, having a kerosene heater, it indoor. I've got this indoor washing line set up. Works beautifully. So anyways, I was planning on repairing that, and unfortunately that string, as I handed it to him, I said, oh, you know, got plenty of it. It was too thick to get through those holes, so he said he'll he'll go to the Shiak Shoal, which is the local ward office, and get that sorted out. You know, doing the local citizenry solving the issues. Yeah, this looks like one of those halls or something where people gather. I have no doubts if anyone wants to climb up that bloody thing all day long. That reminds me, if you are hitchhiking around, I suggest you get yourself a couple of different types of handles. One's got that spline, and another has a square shaped dealie. And what you can do is, I think this is just a local hall, so probably not even open. And what you can do is, a lot of places you can you get yourself some water. I wouldn't call that theft, I'd just call that survival. Looks like you might have a toilet up there anyway, where you can get water. The water's usually real good. Sometimes the water is through tanks, and you'll see that when I go up to this shrine up in the mountains. I show you what the writing is. That means you shouldn't drink that water, but you can drink that one that comes out of a pump. But they'll generally explain that to you anyways, that you shouldn't drink certain waters. File that over there. So, oh, that goes all the way up there. Shit. I thought I was already here. Oh wow, isn't this cool? Oh, let's have a look if this particular place you can drink the water. So, what I mean is, if you're hitchhiking around, yep, you can drink this stuff. If it's got a sign and it's in all red and you shouldn't drink it, but you can drink that. Yes. Oh, bummer. Drop toilet. Remember, face one way and don't face the other. Oh, here we go. Just sneak in there late at night, you know. If it's a bit too cold or whatever, you can just, I don't know, just crash in there, you know, if it's late enough. All the things you're not allowed to do. Take your dog shit. What that's supposed to be saying. Bag up your rubbish so the crows don't eat it, I guess. No playing sports, no fires, no torches, no scooters, no this, no that, no breaking no breaking branches. Oh, that'd be for dudes like making a fire or something. Oh, might be sunny, but it's cold. My nose is freezing. But I'm classy, so that's just the way it is. Right. So yeah, and you could come to places like this, you've got your water source. They might move you on if you pitch a tent. No. One of those. Right, well the battery ran out. Knew it would. Got my second battery. I won't use up too much of this because I'm thinking of listing a few things. But just when you think you've made it up here, haven't made it yet. Alright, you know, like I was saying, like Japan on a shoestring, for instance. You come to places like this, you've got your water source, providing the weather is okay, you know. I know you could probably even crash here if it was monsoon or something. That's not open, but yeah, you know, something like that. There's not a whole lot of cover that you can find in like parks and what have you, so I guess you would have to have a pretty good idea of the weather systems. But you know, Japan's expensive, yes, but you know, if you stay out of the main touristy cities and all that bullshit. You know, like this. I've never been here before, and just cool. There's just cool shit everywhere. In fact, there was a young couple with a baby just walking down the track there, and I'm just looking at each other, and the young guy in front, he's got his phone out pretending to talk, and the woman didn't even say it. Usually rod or some shit, you know, just courtesy. But you can see that, and you get that sometimes as a foreigner. You get that. They're not afraid of you. You know, it's just walking along with a beer. Got a camera. I wasn't pointing the camera at him or nothing. You get that. Yeah, you get that sometimes. But I don't care. I don't have a cry and call it racism or some bullshit. I don't give a fucking dog. Oh. The dog's taking a piss on the pole. The cat's telling me, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing that." Oh, alright, well, I'll leave our bag of essentials just there. Cross hands. Oh. Right. What have we got up here? So yeah, Japan on a shoestring. Late at night, you know, you just go to a park somewhere, just crash, you know, and you save yourself $50 a night. If you you know, a hotel is like $50. What do we got here? They're actually jugs for shochu or sake. Yeah, cheap as too, and yeah, could be, I don't know, it could be vinegar for a while. No, that's I think that's shochu. Dangerous shit, man. Can you hear that? What do we got here? You tell me I haven't reached the summit yet. Oh, Jesus, my beer gonna get all spilled and all fucking shit. Oh. No. Okay. Yeah. Parkour. Parkour for old people. No, I don't call myself old. 51 years young. Can you believe it? I made it to 51. Fucking believe it. Honestly, I thought I'd never make it to 30. I didn't want to. Yeah, that's the thing. I still carry on like I'm 18 or a drunken 17-year-old. Rock and roll. What do we got here? North is that way? That's not north. Oh yeah. Right. Okay. Now, had to reorientate my brain thing. God damn it. I lost my... Look at that. That would have been a volcano. A dormant volcano now. Hopefully. Ah. Right then. Now what I'm going to do. Go to the warehouse. Now list a few things. Like some really groovy stuff. And then I can use up the rest of this battery just blathering on about bullshit. No one's watching this fucking shit anyways. People don't want to hear some drunken Australian guy. I think I remember where I knew that bird from. Maybe, I don't know, about shit, 15 odd years ago or something. We know each other from somewhere. Yeah, nice lady. Oh, I told him what my YouTube channel is anyways. She wants to check it out. Yes. Alright. I wasn't wearing a mask, and they're wearing masks and stuff, and she says, you know, you're not immune. And I'm like, yes I am. I'm an immortal. And I just walked by her and said, see you later. And she's like, alright, bye, just laughing. She's like, bye. I think I must be immortal, because all the shit, some of the shit Jesus Christ, some of the dangerous shit. But well, I'm not here to prove that theory. Alright, I'm going to click off. Next will be in the warehouse. Well, I guess I lied on that one. I won't be in the warehouse just yet. I don't know, I'm thirsty. Oh, it's Guinness. Let's see that coffee. Extra stuff. I figured I'd grab one more energy drink, just a small one. I'll show you something over here. Well, there's all your snacks for, you know, drinking beers. You got your peanuts and you got your beef jerky. These cheesy things are awesome. Pretty expensive, this sort of stuff. I like these things. They're sort of something that's squid type stuff. Well worth trying a whole bunch of this stuff. With beers, it's awesome. You drink beers and I think Ika, squid is Ika. Different types of peanuts and all your little thingies. There's your groovy stuff. Over here we have the sake section and the shochu section. Is that right? Oh, that's some kind of, I don't know what that is. Plum wine. Yeah, you don't go near that. Oh, god damn. You get these little whiskey things. I don't mind those every now and again. 303 yen, and you get like your little flask of whiskey. These are awesome. How many mil is that? I don't know. But crazy cheap. Whiskey here is crazy cheap. Yeah, here's your sake. Now, and some of them are shochu. I would always ask if it's shochu or sake, because shochu is some... No, just don't go near that. As a Westerner, don't go near it, whatever you do. These are the 1 cup things. They used to be just 100 yen. Alright, this is... What is that? Is that sake? Little 1 cup... No, I don't go near these. They're too dangerous. They used to be just 100 yen, but... Oh, there's one. There's 140 yen. Yeah, there you go. 94 yen. And it's like a milk carton. Look, you even get your little straw. And that's sake, I presume. But you should ask. There you go. I think I've had that one before. Oni is devil. So, yeah, I don't know. That might be sake. And they're cute. Hey, you just get a few of these little dealies and walk around. And you won't be so overt as I am. Now, sake, I don't drink it a lot, but some of it's stuff. Oh, look at that stuff in there. I mean, isn't that amazing? This stuff, that's probably what I would choose if I was going to choose. So you get the big one there, just under 20 bucks, you know? And it's bloody huge. So sake is really cheap. This is the one I would generally go for. Now there's so many varieties, unbelievable amounts of varieties. This is just a supermarket, but if you go to a booze shop, unbelievable amount of varieties you get. I think that might be shochu, don't know, but definitely you should ask. I know that's sake. So shochu is some dangerous shit. I mean, I fell down and fucking split my head open one time. I fractured my skull. So yeah, your mind's okay, but you're fucking legless. Just standing up and you just realise, god damn, something's not right. I wonder if they've got a decent array of finger food, I think. Yeah, here you go, here's bentos. Oh, I like this. No, not that stuff. Here's your bentos. 518 yen, usually under 5 bucks. There you go. It's chicken, 429 yen. See, it says 398 but 429 because you pay 10% tax on everything or something, if I could figure out the today. You pay your... I like that stuff too, that green stuff. And this is indicative of your bento. This is a supermarket bentos. They're bloody great. I mean, that'll keep you going for a day. It's 429 yen. Definitely keep you going for a day. Sushi, I don't usually pound down the old sushi, but you always got to keep in mind the tax. Sometimes they've already got tax lumped on them, sometimes not. If you're on a shoestring, it's a good idea to keep that in mind, the knowledge of that. So much stuff I could teach people. about this land. The horrors that I've had to deal with. Right, let's go pay for this. And the bread's generally really cheap. Some like 100 yen type stuff. Yeah, not many price tags. But right, these are great. You get these cartons of your sake and shochu. Just don't go near shochu. I mean, I would even tell you that if I didn't even like you, honestly. Splitting your head open and waking up 2 days later in a bath with no water, shivering to the point of nigh on, well, and it was winter time. Thank the gods when I passed out again in the bath, I didn't turn the water on, this gas system water thing. That, I wouldn't have looked too good after that. Right, moving on. We made it. Okay, what we have here is a cast iron. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to whack you on there, did I? Anyways, what we have here is a cast iron sculpture, and this is Houtei-san. He's one of the 7 Japanese gods. His staff here, you can, yeah, you can remove that. You see. And this here depicts his bag of like magical stuff. I think he sort of brings some form of prosperity. Some of the other gods bring more. This bloke, he's just freaking awesome. You see? He's the god of contentment. The way I see it, one of my philosophical understandings is that you seek happiness. And if you fall into contentment, you've won. Alright. Okay, that's Houtei-san. Now, he measures, let's see, he's about 290 millimeters in height. And he's bloody awesome. There you go. Yeah. Houtei-san. Right, now, what we have here is a real elaborate, this is from one of the Boys' Day type of things. He's sitting on a chair there. Amazingly elaborate piece. This doll here, he stands at so 450, so 45 centimeters, yeah, 450 mil, and he's pretty dusty. So what I might do prior to packing, I'll get the air hose, and not real close, but just sort of at a distance, and just get rid of some of the dust, and I'll figure that out. And you'll find that look how elaborate this stuff is. Look how much work that goes involved in putting all this together. Cool, huh? He's just rad. Yes. I like that. Right, now, what we're going to do is present this to really radalicious and cool depictions of sea, you know, the ocean there. This dragon is just rad. What I'm going to do is I'll dismantle it, drag and this piece here, laid out there. We'll you just have to just screw them back together. You know, you don't need to. They're just wing nuts. So anyone could do it. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. Cool, isn't it just cool? Now he is, let's see, in height 330 mil, 33 centimeters from down there to down, and whatever it is wide, I don't know. Yeah, a bit of ki there. What have we got running? About 36, 37 senchis. That's what they call them here, senchis. Senchi. Alright, that's that. Got the weights and measures. What I'll do is I'll put them up for free freight, so I have to lump on the freight. That way you save your 10%. Because eBay takes 10% of freight money, so I'll have to I'll send it via the free freight system, but I still lose out somehow when they take the percentage, right? So, but I'll put them up for, you know, fair prices. That's rad, isn't it? They're just rad. So there you go. Now, obviously, with this Coward 19 hoax, things are, you know, ships are just waiting at ports. So it's usually between 6 weeks and 3 months. Actually, I'll just write that in the description. I'm going to do that regularly now. But so, if you are good people, You can buy my stuff. You're bad people, fuck off and go kill yourself. You know, maybe that's repentance right there. So, yeah, if you do buy something off me, there's a cut-off period for feedback, yeah, so I just ask you, have faith in me. Just give me a good feedback, would you? I need those improvements. Because there's this performance thing. When the COVID-19 hoax came, I got shat on, and they even ended up suspending me. 100% feedback, and then they just fucked me. Yeah. As I was saying earlier, I was walking along having a bit of a beer size. I'll show in this supermarket. Got the information here. I'll keep that there. I was showing in the supermarket that this sake and shochu, I don't mind a bit of sake every now and again. It's crazy cheap. And shochu, don't go near that shit. Because one night I got up out of a chair, stood up, and then I was supposed to be going left, and my body just went, see, your mind is okay, but you just wiggly poo is just going all whiskey throttle. A whiskey rockaday. That's a shout out to Uchaka. Now, check her out, Uchaka on YouTube there, one of our mates. Now, and as I was passing out, I just went fucking boom, right on that. That was, this used to be in what I called my office. Lucky I didn't hit my eye socket. And the white spark, like when boxing, you get this, someone hits you hard enough. But I'm telling you, this wasn't going to move. Not too far at least. And, the pool of fucking blood that gushed out of me. Turns out that after figuring out the time frame, I was in the bath, shivering for 2 days, unconscious. I don't know if you shiver when you're unconscious. Don't know. Didn't ask the gods that. But by God, yeah, I fractured my skull. You should have seen the pool. It was like, a pizza. It was like 13 inches, 14 inches wide. Just the circumference of it. It was just perfectly round. What's that word for round? Centrifugal. Centrifugal. That's whatever that word is. And perfectly. And it was like just paste, when you put tomato paste on a pizza. It was really thick coagulated blood. Fuck me, that was bad. Yeah, I was in the bath for 2 days, unconscious. And when I woke up, by God, thank the fucking gods I didn't turn the gas system on. Yeah, and actually turned the water on. There was no water in the bath. Imagine if there was. I went cold after a few days. Yeah, stay away from shochu. I had this awesome scar on my forehead for ages. I don't scar good. Damn me fucking times I've, some bad shit. I should have scars all over me, but, I've been in punchy poos all the time, many times. And, I should have scars all over me, but I just don't. And I don't know, after 6 months, a year or something, I seem to heal. But yeah, that was a bad one. I laid in bed for 2 weeks. But to get from that bath, out of that bath, I had to summon some fucking will that I don't know where that came from. I do not know where that came from. But the power just to get out of the fucking bath. And make it upstairs, crawling, hands and knees, and thank the gods I had a bedpan and a bottle of water and some crackers. Yeah, 2 weeks. I'd get into the horizontal position, the vertical position, and the whole room would just spin a bit to get from that bath into the bed. And it was midwinter, and I was shivering like uncontrollably. Yes. Stay away from shochu. Whatever you do, stay away from shochu. Take these tags off and yeah, I bought that years ago. I've already got that written down somewhere. Right, okay. Now I'm gonna do some work and then go. Tomorrow, remind me tomorrow I should sort out some of those shakuhachi sheet music sheets. People out there, they want them, that's for bloody sure. 100 years old. They're more, what is it now? Shit, 2021. Some of those are 140 years old. Yeah, 140, yeah. Absolutely sacrilegious. I ran out of beer and I'm like, shit, what the fuck am I going to do? I like this spot here. Pit stop for the powder room, got some good water here and whatever. This is a mum and pop store. Okay, right. Iい場所ね。きれい場所。そうね。あ、お年のもの。はい、ありがとう。はい、いいよ。じゃあね、ありがとう。There's a みかん、huh? はい、まだまだ僕はみかん欲しい。多分明日開けますか？うんうん。まだまだよ。じゃあね。はいはい。Well, there you go. This is a really great mum and pop store. Yeah, off and on for years I would come here and I'd pick up some mikan that's mandarins. And they're fresh off the farming areas around here, the trees. And shit, I've got this box of stuff here. Actually, the actual mission was, the main portion of the mission was to go there, or do this too. There we go. Got very limited supplies in this particular shop. They're nice people, I like that. Elderly people. Most unfortunately, he just told me that he's because I said, oh, what time he open till these days, you know, because it says to 9 o'clock. Was it 9 o'clock? Yeah. At night. But I asked him, oh, these days what time you open to? He says, oh, you know, usually a bit less than sort of 7 or something like that. But he said to me, oh, you know, because he's not well now, and unfortunately he told me that they're gonna close because of his ill health, something to do with his stomach. Most unfortunate. Because yeah, you know, I like supporting the mum and pop stores. Yeah. It's just, I don't know, it's just something about it. It's just so much better to support the people that, you know, it's like, look at these major corporations. Right now it's going on with the COVID-19 hoax, and there's all these huge corporations, huge department type story peoples, and I don't know, well, those dudes, Amazon or whoever. Shit, I could never get this fucking 2-part recognition system or something. What was that? That shit, I'll think of it later. You know, and look at these corporations, they're fucking raking it in, right? And the mum and pop stores are just falling down. See, these plastic people have got, so their money is just numbers. That's all it is. They don't really have a life. You know, you call that a life? Being rich enough to go to Monaco or some shit and have some plastic holiday? That's not a life. That's not a life. You know, that bloke I just saw over there, he's had a real long good life. Part of the community. People know the bloke, you know. That's bloody good. How the fuck am I going to carry this box and drink beers at the same time? I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that freaking good. Stuff it under my t-shirt, I guess. That might look a bit silly. I generally don't give a fuck about the way I look, because I'm awesome, obviously. But, yeah. I don't know. What about this? Give this a whirl. See if I can do that. Do that. Shit, I can't carry a can of beer and... Hey, there might be something in this. Sorted, mate, sorted. Right, now we're going to go up here. Yeah, it's just most unfortunate that, you know, these gazillionaires, they're not a part of the community. No one knows who they are. And they're friends. They're not friends. We're just associates. What a bullshit life. Anyways, yeah, I was like 20 minutes away from the warehouse. And I'm like, oh! I forgot to do what I was supposed to be doing, which was the major part of the mission. And yet, shit, I hope I'm sort of guiding this. It's way over here right now. Hang on. Some more energy. Well, it's rough, but it works. Yeah, that'll work. Right then. Now, actually, that's an allude to a mate of mine. He's taken off to Michael. He's taken off to like Tokyo area or Irakuni or wherever the bloody hell he went, and with his woman. Because she got an appointment somewhere else. I remember one day he said, "Yep, that'll work." Whatever we were doing. So yeah, I went back and packed this thing, and once I packed it, I realised that it was over the weight limit that I had specified, and I'm like, shit. So I had to bugger eyes around with that. Got it sorted, so that's good. It's like 50 grams under the overweight. So, hey, but and a bloke, no one understands my fucking Aussie. Right, so I got that sorted out, and I also, did a little photo shoot of 3 things, 3 groovy little units, and also I got something else sorted out because something inspired me, and I'm gonna get back into that, which is good. Already gotten started with it, and I'm not even going to tell you what it is. I'm not done yet. Which one? See, these blokes are old boys. They do an enormous amount of exercise. Hungry fat chick. Couldn't even stand up without having to sit down again. Oh man, I tell you, I'm going to do some mukbangs. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing some Japanese mukbangs and show you like what real food is. Yeah, and show you just how freaking awesome you can have an awesome body. I'm 51 years old. Got an awesome body, obviously. God damn, sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I'm just like salivating, you know, lasciviously. Where the fuck do these words come from? I was born uneducated, grew up uneducated. I'm not educated. I wouldn't know what a frickin' pronoun is to save my life, and some fuckfaces are trying to tell me that I have to call them she, ziz, zez, zoos, and fucking LGB plus this, that, and the other. Fuck off. What a pack of dickheads. No life dickheads, that's what they are. Eh? No life experience. If you want life experience, here's something. Give away everything you have, which I did. Go and buy a backpack, which I did. End up with $140. It was actually $129, I think it was, something like that. $124. And then throw a dart at a map, get yourself a map, and then go. Trust me on this one. 6.5 years later, you'll come back with $124 roughly in your pocket, but with an enormous amount of life experience. Yeah? Yeah. That was truly something. Yeah. I'm all travelled out now. If that, I'm not going to do that again. But my. Shit, am I fucking... Is this thing on and off? Is that... Right. Now what we're going to do is try to navigate toward a train station. Yes. That's what we're going to do. Yes. How the fuck was I doing that again? Orientating that like that. How did I do that again? And then I went like this. Oh. I don't know what they're doing. Right. Oh, shit. And how the fuck did I do that again? I was filming. Alright. Grab that beer like that and grab the... What, like that? Okay, that'll do. That'll work. Oh, fuck this now. That's one of that girl over there in the more of the further out, like residential country to country. What they do is they're expected, because the speeds of the roads are slightly higher, or in general quite a bit higher really, they're expected to wear helmets. These things that look like they're out of Moonraker or something, you know. Allude to my older brother. They are expected to wear these rounded, funny-looking helmets from Mork from Ork or something, and that's what they do because the speeds are higher. And they generally a lot more conservatively dressed too. I happen to notice with the sailor suits. They're usually the dresses are a whole lot longer and stuff like that in more of the regional areas. That might not actually be true, but it seems like that to me. There's a really cool store over there. What's that? Supercado, some shit. One of these supermarkets, you'll find they've got powder rooms too. There's a 7-Eleven in front of it. They've got a powder room too. I call these pit stops. But you know, if I was going to choose to get some energy drinks from either the 7-Eleven or the Supercado, training, I would get it from the supermarket because they're a whole lot cheaper. I could give that a whirl, but I have no idea how the fuck I'm gonna to hold like this and this and this and some extra some energy drinks. It's not going to be easy. Actually, in the car park here, there's this lady. She had this van type thing, and she had a flat tire. So, and then a hero comes along. So I was on my bicycle and I sorted that out for her. The thing was, I couldn't figure out whether. I was just going to go with the old school jacking points, but we couldn't figure out where the freaking jack was and all the gear. Well, it turns out in the back of it had this kind of, she was looking through the manual. I never looked through the manual, but sometimes it's a good idea. In this case it was. And the carpety stuff at the back has got this sort of, this line that you rip that up and then there's all your gear. Anyways, I'm trying to find a decent jacking point for this thing, and she points to this, the manual diagram. It's like actually on the framework itself that you use the jacking point. I'm like, oh, alright, shit, yeah, okay, let's do that. And then I got that sorted out, and then the hubby showed up later. She called him, and they went in there, and I said, oh, that's alright, see you later. No, just hang on. And they got me a whole bunch of, like, what do you call them, anti-thirst drinks. What, you know, usually it's just sort of, you know, like Pocari Sweat kind of stuff, and they got me a whole bunch of those, and that was really nice. Yeah, see? And then a hero comes along. Reminds me of this girl. She was trying to start her 400cc motorcycle at the beach there, and this is going back a bit, not as far as that, but you know, I don't know, when the weather was good last summer, and she just couldn't get it going. She said she's been at it. I asked, and she said she's been at it for an hour. And so then a hero comes along. Took a while to get the bastard going, that's for sure. Decided, you know, I think things are getting a bit tough here, so I just go, alright, fuck it. It was a 4-stroke, right? But I said, I just went all 2-stroke on the thing and just opened the throttle completely. My, when she fired, oh, she backfired. I mean, I'm talking about some serious 1 hour's worth of fuel just going straight into it. I figured I might have to pull the plug, but I didn't have tools and, dry it, but... And then here it comes along. Right, I'm gonna go in here and right, oh, fuck it, let's just keep going. Right, I'll go in here and see if we can pick up some energy drinks, and then we'll mosey on. But yeah, she was really rapt that I managed to get the rig to fire, and off she went with a thank you and all that stuff. We even had a cigarette together. I don't smoke with that fucker. We had to wait because it was flooded. We had to wait for it to settle, and that's what you do. And if you wait long enough and don't give it any more fuel, you've got a better chance. Right, energy drink section. Actually, that reminds me. Oh shit, I don't have enough time on this video. I might restart. Let's go and see. Oh, this is like sake and shochu section. Right. When they hop out of the way, I'm going to go and have a look at the soy sauce section. I'll just show you. I don't know how extensive it is here, but in some places, just ridiculous. Just how extensive it is. Oh shit. Come up with a plan. Ah, that's shochu, is it? Oh, that's that sake that I like. It's $18.67. It's 1,867 yen, which is 1,867 yen. That's pretty good stuff. I don't mind that. Yes, let's go and have a look at this. I'll click off and click back on. Ah, nothing like solutions. There you go. That'll bloody work. Maybe able to cross over. Right, now the sun's starting to go down. The sun is going out in you. Right. Bet you're feeling cool right now. Okay. I will be. Anyways. Right. So, sun's starting to go down, which means it's going to get real cold. I'm not exactly geared up for a lot of clothing. What I'm going to do, as I say, they built this thing in record time. Well, it took a few years and all that, but bloody hell. You know what I mean? Just the monstrosity of it and the distance. Incredible. Now, what I'm going to do is try to find a train station. Closest train station. Right, which is over there somewhere. It's probably Hatay or somewhere, I guess. Fuck it. Alright, I'm going down there. I've never been down that way before. Shit, I didn't count on the weight of this thing. Yep. Yeah. Oh, God damn it. Maybe I just need to hard enough of it. Well, they didn't have an extensive array section, a lambastic section. I have no idea what lambastic means, and I don't even know where that word came from. Didn't have like this extensive, like all the different types of sauces and things. Like there's so many different types of soy sauce. Like there's so many different types of sake, so sake as we know it. But there is a place that I know that's it's sort of more of a mom and pop sort of type of dinky stall, but it's not. But it's a chain stall, but they're sort of smaller than others. There's a stalker there. There he is. fight or flight. They fight. And it's got just tremendous amount, even just in the smaller place. It's got they had quite a few, but you know, if only I could go to a store or knew of a store that had all the, like, just, you know, a real serious, you know, a real serious amount, you know, just to show you just how extensive it is and the different tastes. It's Russian roulette. Some of them I don't, yeah, not my thing, and some of them are just delish. Actually, it reminds me, there's a little shop that I think they're more of a distribution store than they are a shop, but they still sell stuff in house, you know. I don't think I've ever said in house before. It's a Chinese importer. Import Chinese products, and so every now and again, when I've got some dough, or when people buy my shit, I go there. What am I begging now? My regulars, Julie Roberts, pretty woman, walking down, turning into shit. Yeah, and they've got some products. And I bought this soy sauce stuff from them. It's delish. Yeah, I really like it. They're just hiding there in the... Yeah, it's alright, guys. Oh, no, don't worry, it's just me. Alright. There's loads of them in there. Delish stuff. I've gone through most of it already. So yeah, getting eclectic. Yeah, mate, back a PJ extra mile, I'll get some fucking fish and chips, a couple of potato cakes, a couple of dimmies. Yeah. Oh shit, this road's going nowhere. We're on a road to nowhere. Come on inside. Oh, I've got a fisherman there, he might be able to tell me. Ducks over there. Taくさん魚ここにフィッシュたくさんある？すごいな。僕は電車の駅どっちでもいい行きたい。どうやって行く？駅。駅。まっすぐそこ行きたい。できる？い
やこの道ねあんまわからないんですよ。
わからない？あ、じゃあ
地元の人じゃないんですよ。
でも
駅は
駅は電車の駅はそこね。でも
こっちでしょ？
そうね。でも入る？
入れるかわかんない。一応そこのそこまで出てずーっと行けば道は電車が通る道までは行く。
そうですね。僕は初めてこれちょっとやってみる。
やってみる。頑張って気をつけて。
ありがとう。頑張って。Good luck. Bye bye. Alright, we'll see if we can get through here. Might not be able to get through here. Let's see if we can give this a go. I know that the railway station's over there. That bloke was saying that he doesn't really know this area that well. Well, he said there's a main road over there. I know that particular road that he's talking about, so that's good. It's good to at least have, you know, at least I'm glad that I've got just enough to sort of understand the basis, but I needed to have the original base of knowing already that there's a train station over there. So basically I'm just saying, can you get through this way? That's what I'm saying. So without that knowledge, yeah, it'd be more difficult for me. Yeah, pull your misery down. More difficult for me, eh? Yeah, bring it. It's not like I haven't. This video's got 13 seconds to go. Don't know when the battery's going to run out, but I haven't used it that much. Ooh, this is nice, huh? Oh, I know, there's a shrine over there. Fine. Yeah, that video ran out. I don't know, I'm just sort of enjoying the fact that there's some decent sun of late. Being midwinter and all, it's quite surprising. We're getting some stalk up there. We're getting a special awareness. We're getting a look at this place. Look at that. That's just their garage. Wow. Okay. I couldn't even afford their windows, but who gives a shit? I've had a very interesting life. Something I know from what I spy was a wow, what a hottie. Anyway, hey, who came up with the idea of putting tread on the exterior of tyres? Now, when was that first done? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, see, there's dudes out there that are just like smart and creative, and like then there's like dumb cunts like me. Ooh, that road looks like it'll go down there. Most definitely. I might just have a look at this shrine if I can get through there. Right. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I can get through that way. Yeah, I can even use that road there where that young guy's walking along. Schoolboy in his schoolboy uniform. Isn't that cool? Look at that. There is a jet. Huh, one jet.